Today I'm going to talk about the Handi-Cassette 2 talking book stereo tape recorder player from the American Printing House for the Blind. Made in Taiwan. I bought this off of the Goodwill website. It's kind of unusual. I had seen this a couple weeks ago and starting bid was $5, and I thought about it and I said, I don't think so. But then the more I thought about it, the more I said, well, maybe. But by that time I went back and I guess the auction was over and it wasn't listed anymore, so I didn't think much more about it. Then, I don't know, several days, sometime later, I was on the website again and I noticed here it was, starting bid $5, but then it had a buy it now price of $5.01, which I thought was an interesting and unusual thing. So I said, well, I'll spend the extra penny and save a week's worth of waiting. So I got this for $5.01 plus shipping. And now let's look and see what was in the box. Alright, in the box was the actual cassette recorder. We'll look more closely at this in a minute. A 6-volt DC charger. A cassette of the user guide. You'll notice that has little braille bumps on it too. The user's manual, use and care guide, the repair policy, flat rate repairs regardless of what it is, the Handi-Cassette 2, $85 to repair it. Looks like there was a Handi-Cassette 1 that maybe just did not have stereo. So, let's see what else. To play the instructional tape, this has braille on it too. A large sheet with this braille on it. I believe, from looking at the contents of the box, this would be the quick start guide in braille. And I think that's it. There should have been a extra battery clip for normal AA batteries. This has a rechargeable battery pack in it. You'll notice that's dated, looks like August of '99. Fortunately, that took a charge when I tried it. I've used this now for a couple hours and the charge is still holding. But there should have been another battery clip for 4 regular AA's. That was not included. So I didn't quite get everything that the original kit would have had. But let's just look at this for a minute. I think the thing that sets this apart for to be for the blind is, number one, it will play at 15 and 16ths inches per second, which is the speed of talking books, so they can get a lot more on the tape. Plus they can do 4 sides, so you can go all the way up to 4 sides, and that way you can play your talking book on side 1 and flip it over and do side 2 while you're on here. Then you could go to 3 and 4 and then play it again side 3 and play it again side 4, so they could get a lot of talking book there. Now here's an interesting little thing right here. This is the tape sensor. if somebody's playing their tape and they don't hear anything, maybe their batteries are dead, they don't know. So when this is running, let's see here, you can put your finger there on the spindle lightly and feel if your cassette is actually working. So that's another thing that would make it good for the blind. The main control buttons, everything is described in the manual for them to remember easily as left to right, starting with the strap on the left, and this is the front with the speaker as they describe it. So you have easy to tell buttons, record, which also depresses the play when you press record. Your play is a circle, your rewind is left arrow, fast forward is right arrow, stop is an X, and pause is a vertical line. Then in front you have your speaker, volume, tone, and balance. This will play stereo if you use the headphone jack. And this is a little thing to put index marks on it, and that's got 5 little bumps on it. If you're on DPC, which is digital, let's see, what is that? Digital pitch control. If that's on, you can use these 2 buttons. There's a way, if you get used to listening to talking books, you can get used to listening to them very fast and understand it. So over time you can increase your speed, then you would use your pitch to match that, so you can actually listen to things very fast. Pitch has a detent in it. You can feel it when it sets. Speed does not. Let's see here, what else do we have? On the right side we have our 6-volt headphones, mic, and a remote. And of course on the back we have our cassette door. I don't know if we can get in there and see the heads at all. Well, let's put a tape in it and try it out. Well, we'll play part of the instructional tape, which is got the same thing recorded on both sides, and each side is 30 minutes exactly, I'd say. Oh, there's 4 little feet here, so it can stand up.
Handi-Cassette 2 Use and Care Guide by the American Printing House for the Blind, Louisville, Kentucky. The Handi-Cassette 2 tape recorder was designed specifically to provide optimum record and playback capability using pre-recorded, talking book, or blank tape cassettes. Your Handi-Cassette 2 is equipped with 4-track record and play capability at either the standard tape speed of 1 7/8 inches per second, marked high on the control panel, or the 15/16 inch per second tape speed, marked low. In addition, this machine is capable of variable speed playback in either speed setting. Speed control can range from 0.85 times to twice the speed set by the speed switch. This recording is
I'm going to put it on pause for a minute and hook it up to some speakers. We have here a pair of, let me get this to turn here, a pair of Creative SBS 52 speakers that were from my 1999 Gateway computer, which I have a video about on my channel if you want to look at that, where I log on to CompuServe. Good for a few laughs, I guess. So let's hear it through the speaker.
Indexed. To find the tone that marks the section of interest to you, press and hold down the fast forward button while the recorder is in its play mode.
Now this is in
Count
mono.
the beeps until you reach the numbered beep as listed in the table of contents.
You know, there's a
Description of reference point for controls and features.
No right channel.
Of cabinet, tone 3. Front side of cabinet, tone 4. Right side of cabinet, tone 5. Left side of cabinet, tone 6.
All right, let's go off that.
Electrical power, tone 7. Rechargeable battery pack.
Now we can go through these and find the tones he's talking about that they have put index marks on. So you can use your fast forward and you'll hear a tone.
Tone 8. Installing the NiCad power pack, tone 9. Non-rechargeable. A word description of reference point for controls and features. Backside of cabinet.
Well, you get the idea. That's the whole tape explains everything about the unit. Does a pretty good job too. Let's try recording something. All right, we've put a tape in. We're set on 1 7/8. Stereo's off, of course. Then record in stereo. And we're set on 2 tracks there. To start with, I'm going to use the built-in condenser microphone. Then we'll use a mic as a comparison. Alright, I'm going to talk here. I'm probably talking over the leader, so we'll probably miss a little bit of this. But this is just a recording test of the Handi-Cassette 2 from 1999. And we're on, let's see, we're on 1 7/8 inches per second. And it's automatic level control, and it's a AC bias, I'm pretty sure. So let's plug the microphone in, and then we can pick up some differences between the recording. Alright, I'm using an older Robbins microphone, 300. So when we play this back, this part will be different and hopefully a little better than the condenser microphone. And maybe we'll plug both of these into the SBS 52 speakers and see what they sound like. There's some other stuff on this tape, so we might hear some of that at the end that I don't talk over. Over the leader, so we'll probably miss a little bit of this, but this is just a recording test of the Handi-Cassette 2 from 1999, and we're on, let's see, we're on 1 7/8 inches per second, and it's automatic level control, and it's a AC bias, I'm pretty sure. So let's plug the microphone in, and then we can pick up some play this back, this part will be different and hopefully a little better. A lot better. Than the condenser microphone. And maybe we'll plug both of these into the SBS 52 speakers and see what they sound like. There's some other stuff on this tape, so we might hear some of that at the end that I don't talk over. Wait. All right, well, I don't think I'm going to plug them into the computer speakers. It's not going to sound that much better. But let's take the time to play a pre-recorded music tape and hear what that sounds like. All right, since the Handi-Cassette is from 1999 and my creative speakers are from 1999, I thought we'd go with a cassette from 1999. This is a 25th anniversary Drive Happy's tunes from Alamo Rental Car. We won't be able to listen to a lot of the music, of course, because of copyright. We'll fast forward through some things. And we'll put these through to the creative speakers so we can get a good idea. We're set to stereo here. We'll connect the phones in. And we'll give it a go. You know what that is, don't you? Let's fast forward to a different song here. Let's turn the speaker volume up a little. Well, there's a little bit of the songs. It sounds pretty good going through better speakers, of course. Doesn't sound so good without the better speakers. As you would expect. So that's the Handi-Cassette 2 stereo cassette recorder for the blind for talking books from the American Printing House for the Blind, 1999. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.